Yeah, hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Salesforce real-time scenario. In the previous video, we discussed about how we are going to capture the user, enter the details. For example, user select by the any one of the record, and they can enter by the quantity, and they can enter to the discount. So we have the capture the in the previous section. On change of the function, we have to capture by these details. See here, product name is the return to the record ID. Already we know, right? In the Salesforce, lookup fields always hold by the IDs, and we have what enter by the quantity is the 2, discount is the 4. Now let's discuss in this video how we are going to fetch it by the product name and product price. We have the required for the product name and product price. So how we are going to fetch it from the database. So first we have to create by the one Apex class. For this, Control Shift P, create Apex class, product details, controller. See here, save this. So here we have to define the one Aura enabled method. So Aura enabled get product details. So here we are passing the from the JS to here what we are selected by the product ID. This is we have the product ID, right? So that is we have to pass it by the here. So that's why here string is product ID. Now we have to query on the product object. So in my system, already we discussed the data model. I have the one of the custom object, that is the sales product is the custom object. Let's query this here. We can fetch it by the product name, and we have to the price. So come to the here. We have to the open objects. So sales product. So sales product object, I'm opening to this. So I want to the name, and I want to the price. I want to the price. These two fields I have the required. So let's here query. Let's query this. This is the query. Copy this. So now come to the here. We have to write it by query on the sales product object, right? So first we have to take it by the sales product API name. So SP sales product equals to query. So what is the query here? This is the query, right? Simply we have to fetch it by the API names and come to the here. Which product information we need to get it? What user selected, right? That selected product ID already we have the holding by the here. So that's why here where ID equals to user selected the product ID. So that is the here. Now let's return this information we have to return, and here we have to the SP. So save, and we have the return by the sales product, right? Instead of this we can give it to the here. Instead of the string we can give it by the sales product object API name. We have the returning, that is right. That's why save, and we have the deploy this. So we have the query on the sales product object. What is the product selected by the user? So based on that, we have the return to the sales product information. We have the return to the ID, name, and price. Okay. Now let's come to the JS. How we are going to capture that is, first we need to import the our class. So here get product details. Just now we have implemented. Now this is just we have the deployed to, that is product details is the our method name in the class. In the class we have the defined by the product name. This is we are giving the same. So this is standard syntax already we know at the rate Salesforce slash Apex our class name dot our method name. So now save. So how we are going to call that method? So that purpose I am taking the separate one method handle product data. So how we are going to retrieve the um, data from the Apex class? So imperative, right? Like this, we are writing the calling the imperatively. So here, what we have taken, this is the our method name. So here, this is the parameterized method. So here, this is the S product ID. This is the we are defined the in the Apex class side. Apex class side. Now we have to pass it to the what we have user selected by the product name, right? This dot product name, this dot product name. Okay, so like so here click on this dot product name, save, and it is returned to the result, right? So here dot then we have to capture the result. So result equals to here result nothing but the Apex class is returning the data. If it is not returning the any data, we have to capture by the error as well. Error. So save here. Now what is the written by the Apex class? One sales products information. That is we need to holding purpose. We have to define by the one more property. So here product result. We have taken by the product result. In this we have to store it by the data here. Product result or product rec, your wish, we can take it by the anything. So better to take product record, it is written product rec. Now come to the here. So in this should dot product rec dot equals to result. So what is written by the Apex class? That is we are storing into the product result. So let's take the console log. So here product record. So save. So always it is written by the some object comma object type, right, data. So we have to read it by the data purpose JSON dot stringify. So here this dot product rec, save. So here I'm removing these things. So many console logs, right? No need for this now. So save. And how we are going to call it by this method? When we want to call it this method, actually we need to call it by this method when they are entered by the product name, right? So this method we are not calling by the on click of the button. When the product name they are selecting, automatically we need to trigger to the Apex class and we need to get it by the product information. So that's why here we have to take it by the in this. So here after this, we have to call it by the method. This is the handle product to data. So let's save this. So like this, we are going to calling the one method to the another method. This is the one of the method. This is the another method, right? So how we are going to call it one method to the another method like this. So no need to separately, we need to click the any button or link automatically invoked by this method. Okay. So easy to modification or easy to if get any error, easy to identify purpose, we can take by the separate methods. Then easy to tracking also. Any issues or if you new functionalities will come by in future, we can add by the simply to the here. So don't write the all the code into the one place. We can split it by the multiple methods. We can reusability and we can come to the any new functionality in the future, easy to add it. And as well as to the if you get by the any issues, we can easy to tracking. Okay, so like this we have the implemented. So now save this, let's deploy. So why it is showing the error? Yeah, here we have the missing to the symbol. Yeah. Now let's deploy this JS as well. So when the product name they are selecting automatically call to the server side controller and it is returned to the result. See here. Once it is deployed, we can check it out when we are selecting the product name like HP or MacBook or anything. Based on the that product ID, we have the get it by the information. Okay, get it the information from the database. Let's see. So it is successfully deployed. Now come to the here. We have the refresh by the page. So now come to the here. For example, I am selecting to the MacBook Air. See here, once we can inspect element, console log. See here, product information, ID, name and price it is returning. So if you select by the any other product, so here, so that product information now. Earlier we have the MacBook Air. Now we have the, so here Lenovo iPad. Price is the different here. See here. So based on the product say, select that information we have the retrieved from the database. So how it is retrieved? First, initially we have taken by the one controller. In this controller, we have the passed by the product what we are selected the product ID. Based on that, we have the return to the product information. That product information capture the in the JS imperatively, right? This is calling the imperatively. We are calling we are retrieving the result what is the written by the Apex class. So like this we are going to capture the product information. So I hope how we are implemented this. In the next video, we are going to discuss about to the how we are going to display these information. Once we click on to this, it is the displaying, right? So initially we have to display by the generate quotation button. So once we click on the generate quotation button, then it is appear. See here, I'm selecting the MacBook. So click on this. It is the enable, right? This one, how to rendering the component and how to display it by the MacBook quotation like this and product name, price and quantity. Initially, we have to display here, then we can step by step to implement this is also. So stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.